This International Women's Day, we're taking a look at the strong women in our area, remarkable women like Knoxville Police Chief Eve Thomas. These are challenging times with a homicide rate here more than triple the number of last year at this time, and young people falling victim to gun violence. 2 teens died within a week of each other last month. In our one-on-one interview, Chief Thomas talks about why this is happening and her plans to make Knoxville a safer place to live. The community is reeling after the recent shooting deaths of Austin East students Janaria Mohammed and Stanley Freeman Jr. So far, no arrests.
Anytime there's a child that's killed, it just hurts everybody's hearts. It hurts all of our hearts. You know, police officers, the community, everybody, because you should never outlive your children, ever.
And the big question is why? Why are the numbers higher?
I don't know. They're higher across the nation, but I don't worry so much about across the nation. I have to worry about my own community. Why is this here? What's happening here? And I think COVID has a part to play. Unfortunately, we're so isolated. Our kids are not going to school. What are they doing all day? If they're virtually learning, are they really sitting in front of the computer? Who do they have at home to guide them?
We sat down to talk about changes in her nearly 30 years as a police officer, nearly 3 of them in her groundbreaking role as chief, a career she did not plan.
I never saw myself as a police officer until I applied for the police academy. I was in retail management, and I had wanted to be an astronaut. I started out in aeronautical engineering at UT. And I was working 4 jobs in college, and I couldn't cut the grades. So I switched over to something I enjoyed, which was psychology, and got into retail management.
She started out at Target stores, moving to management positions. As you see in this poster in her office, she was about to be a woman on the rise in an entirely different arena.
My brother wanted to be a police officer, and so he said, will you go take the test with me? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. That might be something kind of cool. And so that's how it started.
What did your brother end up?
No. He's still mad. Yeah.
Her psychology background helps Chief Thomas understand the toll violent crime takes on her officers. Last year, she changed policy to include mental checkups during annual physicals.
We talked about, the homicides of kids. Doing CPR on a kid is tough. And it takes its toll. It takes its toll on the officers. So it's, we got to make sure we're supporting our officers.
Thomas maintains her own fitness, running every day alone or with other officers. Talk about the physical toll this job has taken on you. I did not know you had hearing aids until you mentioned that.
Yeah, so that's one thing. I think the physical toll is more, getting in and out of the car a lot as a patrol officer. That wears some folks out. I mean, we have people that have to have hips, shoulder replacements, things like that. When we feel good, we do better. We treat the community better. We support the community better. We're able to do our jobs better. And so that's just so important.
What grade would you give yourself as chief today?
Oh, that's tough. That's horrible to say. With all that's going on in the world, I just can't give myself more than a C. My officers are stressed out. I'm trying. I want to bring more. I have so much more to do.
Oh, Chief Thomas says post-pandemic, she looks forward to getting back to meeting with people in the community one-on-one, continuing to build trust, especially among 20-somethings. That's an age group you don't usually see at community meetings. Learn more about remarkable women in our community with a series of special stories starting tomorrow at 5.